All right, guys. It is February 25th, 2024. We're going to do is we're going to continue on from our previous episode about Mike's discovery. And that is kind of a dual meaning for me. It's more than just my discovery, it's my discovery about myself. And something that, I think we should all challenge our thoughts, our decisions, because that is what's going to make us stronger. So, one thing I did have for you guys today, uh, I am somewhat of a poet, I guess you could say. Um, I've been doing it for years. It's not my job. I don't do it for a job, but I do it. So I would, like I said, today is just going to be about you guys kind of me discovering myself and having you guys listen to some of the things that I've written in the past. All right, this first one is called "Walk of a Man," obviously written by me. Um, as I walk through the rain of my life, I wonder if this is the path that was laid before me. I wonder and want to know if it can get better. Can it get worse? I'm a decent man, as no one is perfect. Being blind is the ability to not see what is in front of you. I took my blinders off a long time ago, but you cannot change the view of another, no matter how much you wish and try. Making someone see what you see is not an easy task. This goes both ways. Having a positive attitude and being optimistic is part of me. Believing in people is very hard. Not all people will view life as you do, but perhaps we should open our hearts to better stop anger and show understanding. Without this, who are we? Another species in the vast universe not willing to be more than we are? I am still a man. I have a heart. So, what do we do to change the negative that seeps through our being? We fight the negative and hunt and find love. That's by Michael Woodard. So I wanted to, if you guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about this. Um, I would just so you guys know, I will be posting these on my YouTube account. My YouTube account is at Landscapes of Technology. I have a couple of them, but I believe if you go to the at Landscapes of Technology, you should be able to find the one with my podcast and everything. Like I said, you can find that on YouTube. Um, but let's talk a little bit more about Walk of a Man. Walk of a Man was during a weird part of my life. I was. It wasn't really weird. I was married. None of my children really were with us, but that's despite the point. Um, I was going through obviously my own internal things and who I am and where I'm going and what's next and what's going to be and do you love me? Do I love you? We ask ourselves all these things in life, um, but the only person that can truly love you is you. Another person can show you that they love you, but you have to be able to willing to accept love. And sometimes we don't know that as men. We're I was again, I'm almost 50 years old. We grew up, in a very different manner. I was born in 1975. We grew up in a very different manner. So uh, we have different views on life, possibly than our children's generations. Um, so just to stick with our timeline here, I'm gonna try and keep this to what we discussed before, about another 30 minutes, right? At least that's my goal. If we go over, nobody minds. It's okay. All right. So the next uh, part of Mike's discovery. Now, this one, I titled it "Life, Love, and Royalties." My life has led me to the man I am today. Let that be positive or negative, grim or joyous. When I walk in a room, who do you see? The gleam of light or darkness hiding in the shadows? I am simply a man. I am he who I choose to be. The thoughts in my eyes as I live and breathe. Raise children and hope to grow old with true love. Things have changed, true enough, but bring me to the light. As long as darkness has its foothold, life will never be what you envisioned for you. Darkness feeds upon the negative emotion, energy, the very essence of these things, and they are generated only and are specific to modern man. With basic and current thoughts and aspirations, we say, who am I? Am I just any man? Or is my vision of being great a distant fantasy? Strength, endurance, and asking my body to get me through another 20 years. What is my next adventure? Once again, guys, that's Life, Love, and Royalties. Once again, I wrote this towards the end of my marriage. I hopefully, I don't mean to any disrespect to anyone because I want everybody to understand. I may have been divorced a year ago, um, but it wasn't a crazy divorce. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't. It was. It wasn't because someone. It wasn't because of infidelity. I suppose that was probably the saddest part. I don't want to go into too many details about that because obviously I don't want to put her information on the street. But what I can say about the divorce, everyone, the divorce itself was better for the children. Um, it's not something I wanted to do. I didn't want to give up the house I had, you know what I mean, and my own comfort, But reality was our relationship was becoming toxic, and I I I don't want to put my children through that. I don't want to put her children through that. And Riley would have been the only one in the house, so he would have gotten it all, and he deserves better than that. He deserves happiness. So this is that family portion I was telling you guys about. If you guys remember, at the beginning of all this, when I decided to start the podcast, I said this was going to be about family and technology. So all these things I'm telling you about right now are experience that I've gained, over whatever period of time. Experience is still experience. Um, I'd like to believe I'm a very thorough, very intellectual person. This is kind of when people meet me, usually when I start talking, they look at me like weird. They're like, is he faking? And I'm like, this is how I talk. So, henceforth, my podcast is now called This Is How I Talk. Get it? But anyway, like I said, Life, Love, and Royalties, it's it was more of a understanding basis to really get things started, to put things on the map. I wanted to get ready because I do have a 10-year-old, but then again I have a 28-year-old. 29-year-old, sorry. 29-year-old. So, and I have two in the middle. So, with that thought process in mind, for my 10-year-old, I mean, I gotta be able to, be around for another at least 10 years right now. He's gonna be, through those teenage years, he's gonna need me. I need to be around. I want to be around. Um, and I want everybody to understand something too. Um, a lot of people try and congratulate you when you're a single father. Oh wow, ooh, you're a different kind of man. This. I'm I am just a person. Just be realistic and honest with you. I am simply a person, and with me feeling the way I feel about you know life in general, life, love, and everything. There's a lot of things I can't deal with because of the kind of person I am. They are very personal to me, and it's not a crazy thing. Um, but like I said, I want you guys to hear something from. So I have another one. This one you guys may enjoy. This one is called "The Chimney, the Spark, and the Flame." And once again, all these writings are written by me, Michael Woodard. The Chimney, the Spark, and the Flame. As the world falls and our emotions and dreams crumble, we ask ourselves, is this the path? What do you seek? Contentment for my own life and fortitude for generations to come, as I see before me the path that lies ahead of me. Who are you to tell the future? And how can you see the woes to come? My experience and the life I have lived until today has taught me a great many lessons. As I see the woman in front of me asking, "What do I see?" And I reply, "I am but a chimney awaiting the spark that can give my life the flame that I need." But so that was like once again that was the chimney, the spark, and the flame. And with that in mind, everyone, I kind of want to. We're gonna take a break real quick, and we'll get back to you in a short moment. Please listen to our sponsors.